Welcome to CYF Spotlight, presented by the Commission on Children, Youth, and Families. The Commission is a joint effort between the City of Farmington Hills and the City of Farmington. Its purpose is to foster a healthier community by focusing on our most precious resources, our children and our families. The Commission is made up of dedicated volunteers and community activists from all walks of life. Working together with other groups and agencies in the community, the Commission creates programs with one goal: to encourage a supportive environment where children, youth, and families are happy, healthy, educated, and safe, and have the opportunity to reach their full potential. The Commission is hosting this show to bring our focus and activities to the community. We welcome your input and support. You can learn more about our Commission at our website, www.cyf.us.
Hello everyone, my name is Erica Reeves and I'm a City Commissioner with the City of Farmington and Farmington Hills for the Commission on Children, Youth, and Family Board. And today we are interviewing our guest, Mrs. Amy Flynn. She is a post-secondary transition consultant with Oakland Schools. And so we welcome you today, Mrs. Flynn. How are you?
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
That's good. That's great. It's our pleasure. And so you have a wonderful bio. I know you have your undergraduate degree and your bachelor's in English and Spanish, and you attended the University of Michigan State, MSU, and you also have your graduate degree in counseling as well. And it goes on and on and on. I know you're licensed and certified with the school counseling, the adaptive school certification. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Am I getting that right? And then you also specialize specialized training in relevant to the proposed program, the Career Counselor and Consultant program. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, great. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. But, we welcome you today, and we are so glad to share about the role of CTE, which for those of you that are not aware, CTE meaning Career and Technical Education. And so in the 21st century, we know that this is key for many of our students to transition and to have successful careers in life. And at Oakland Schools, we know you all have a wonderful program that you're here to talk about, and it has a lot to offer. Can you just expound on what Oakland Schools has to offer with CTE and their training programs?
Sure, absolutely. I want to start by saying that Oakland Schools Technical Campuses are offered in the the corners of Oakland County, and they are available to all kids in Oakland County. And it's such a terrific program, but the problem is that we are probably the best kept secret in Oakland County. We have 9 different program areas where kids can explore academic and technical and career skills for the future. And I think it's really important that students know that regardless of their high school, they would attend half of the day at their own home high school, and then they'd come over and share the other half of that day with us. And as a part of that education, we have academics that are coordinated with the core curriculum, and students can earn embedded academic math credits in every single program that we have. We have science as well. We are aligned with the Michigan Merit Curriculum so that students can make accommodations within their schedule to be able to come over to visit with us for the day, and transportation is provided. So a lot of sending schools, we actually work in collaboration with our sending schools, and we have students from all over Oakland County that attend.
Okay, that is fantastic. What are the 4 campuses? Where are they located?
We have one in Clarkston, one in Pontiac, one in Wixom, and one in Royal Oak. And depending on where the student attends high school, they're segmented off so that those within that region, transportation is provided to the campuses.
I see. And that's very good that transportation is provided. I'm sure that would be one of the number one questions that a lot of parents would ask about: how do they get their kids transported, during the day and things like that. Is this something that they have to pre-enroll? I mean, upon the beginning of the school year, can they just join anytime? How is that?
Well, most of the programs, we really encourage kids to come their junior year and their senior year.
Okay.
And the reason is, in order to fully get all of the credentialing opportunities that are available, national skills certifications, core certificates, college credits, early college credits. Some of the programs have clinicals and rotations, and all of them have work-based learning opportunities, and we really want students to be able to be fully integrated in the entire program. So 2 years is best. But we do have some students that come for 1 year, and we really recommend that the student understand what the campus experience is all about, that they are familiar with the career pathways involved with that program. These students should have completed their EDP, which means Educational Development Plan. It's a career exploration tool that Oakland Schools provides to all schools in Oakland County. And so those students who create their EDP and they come up with what their interests are, we try to align their program placement with their EDP.
That's great.
Because we know that if they are passionate about that area, they will likely be more successful. And again, all of our career development and assessments and transitioning opportunities are geared toward the program that they have expressed their passion and interest in. So we really like students to be aligned and passionate with that program.
That is great. Now, does this mean that students who aren't going to college should attend, or how does that whole dynamic work with?
Well, I think just to be completely transparent, people think that they know what the Oakland Schools Technical Campuses are all about because they may have recalled the old days of the vocational programs where students would go to the campus that weren't considered college bound. But what I can say is that that is no longer the case. These campuses were renovated and have industry state-of-the-art technology, and we have advisory groups with business and industry. They direct our curriculum and they coordinate our work-based learning opportunities. So we're talking about very rigorous programming, and so it's really important that kids are coming with a passion and with the right intentions. I think it really doesn't matter if the student has considered college or is college bound. I think we know that the reality is that kids have to have a post-secondary credential now. No longer can you enter the workforce with a high school diploma and be successful.
Right.
You need to have a family sustaining wage, and you need to know what employers want and how to get that training and to prove that you have that preparation. So I really think that's the strength of the campuses. But really, we take great pride in providing a lot of the transitionary pathways for kids. So I would say that if a student is really passionate in one of our career programs, we will absolutely get them to their highest level of achievement.
So basically you're saying that the students that should be applying, they come with a passion. They may have done some homework about, they've considered their educational development plan already, and then those are the students that you're really looking for that have a piqued interest already sparked there. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. And students that have some indication that the programs that we have are within their interest area, those are the students that will have the most success, because our goal is to bring them in and solidify the career development that has been started in the sending schools, where they've actually identified their career of interest, and we pick it up from the identification of the career interest into a more tangible mapping out of their post-secondary plan. So whether a student is intending to continue on into an apprenticeship program or a trade school or a community college, for a 2-year degree, or a career college, or an actual 4-year degree through a university. Our goal is to help them identify every step along the way, and students that know what they're interested in and what they're passionate about, those are the students that we really can help find their way.
That is excellent. This is such a great program. What are the programs that you have available? I know you mentioned that they're clustered, right?
Absolutely. We have a terrific website. So for anyone who is interested and can't catch all of this in just our conversation, www.ostconline.com is a website which talks about the different program opportunities, certifications, credentials, academics that are provided at the campus, the project-based learning that occurs, and then the programs are actually identified. They're slightly different from campus to campus. In general, though, we have what we call I-Team. It's a new program, Information Technology, Entrepreneurship, and Advanced Marketing.
Wow.
Where students can learn, they can get all sorts of information technology, computer information, networking, different certifications, marketing. There's quite a few program areas within that career cluster. And we also have visual imaging, which is a graphic communications course where students use the Macintosh with Adobe Suite and InDesign, that type of thing. We have health sciences, which is an emerging sector where kids can prep for nursing careers. We have a CNA program, Certified Nurses Assistance Program.
That's great.
Biotechnology and environmental science, where we work with plant and animal science, hydroponics, aquaponics. We have engineering and emerging technologies, which is a culmination of different types of engineering called mechatronics. We're one of only a handful of mechatronics programs in the state.
Wow, amazing.
Because there's such a huge demand for advanced manufacturing. And we have a culinary program, a fully functional restaurant where students can learn the various aspects of the hospitality careers. And the last one, transportation, which includes automotive technicians and collision repair, and we also have heavy equipment at the Southwest campus.
Wow, what an amazing program. It almost covers just pretty much everything. So really, this program is really giving students of today a competitive edge, a leg up on just getting started in the competition out there. I mean, just competing globally. I mean, there's such competition in today's society with all of the, like you said, all the programs that are mentioned, and all of there's so many programs that are mentioned beyond our area, but just globally, that this would really be good, effective. It's right in our own backyard, like you said. It's a best kept, hidden secret, but it really is a wonderful program for students in our community to be a part of. Like we're saying, to get that competitive edge on getting out there and being successful in their whatever their educational path may be. So. What does someone need to do to attend? What's the first thing a student should do if they're interested in the program?
We have open houses and visitations and tours that are arranged throughout the school year, and the best way to access that information would be to either go online and look at our calendar for dates that are upcoming. They can always be arranged individually, so you can always call if a family would like to attend. That's terrific as well. Primarily, though, we go through our sending school counselors. We have, each high school has a liaison that coordinates the scheduling, that accepts the applications, that schedules the kids in our building. So, and really that's to foster the communication and the collaboration between the high school and the technical campus. We like to make sure that kids have their Michigan Merit Curriculum requirements in place so that they're coming, because the primarily the credit in career and technical education at the campus is elective credit, though we do have some academic credit opportunities as well. But coordinating with the sending school to make sure that the kids have what they need is really important to us. So I would say the first step would be going to the sending school counselor.
I see. Don't y'all still have the cosmetology program?
We do. It's regional As I mentioned, there's a slight variation in some of the program opportunities. Cosmetology is only available at the Northeast campus. It is regional. It's very, very, very competitive, highly sought after, because cosmetology school now runs upwards of $25,000 to $35,000, and students can come and attend for the 2 years at the Tech campus and all of that, and get their license, take their state board exam, and all of that is free. So it's a great deal.
Amazing, and it's free. You can't beat that. That's amazing. Are there any student testimonies that kind of stick out at you of someone that's really just excelled, or they've been through the program and it's just, they've, gone on to be successful? I'm sure you have plenty.
Oh, probably too many to mention. I know that people sometimes have perceptions that the students that attend the campus aren't necessarily college bound, and we had a young gal that wanted to take the automotive program because she just thought that it would be a skill that could be very valuable as a young lady to be able to identify problems with her vehicle. She took the course, really loved it, was very interested, used to tinker around in the garage with her father. She ended up that she went into business, was later employed by one of the big three, and she had been an intern, and when it was time to get the position, she was the only one of the applicants that had actually worked on a car.
Wow.
And
amazing.
so she was able to use some of her business and some of her marketing and all of that with realistic hands-on automobile experience, and being a female sort of in a non-traditional career was really a leg up for her, and time again we've found that kids that kind of explore in the program and the pathway really solidify their passion. I mean, what's worse than going to college, getting a degree, and then not being able to find a job in that area, or even worse, not liking what you're doing.
Exactly.
And then wasting all that money and having to go back to a community college to recertify. I think that it saves everyone a lot of time and money and heartache to do some of that exploration and legwork up front, and that's really one of our specialties at the campus.
And you really don't lose. I mean, families, students, parents that help their children along to invest in to get involved in a program like this, there is no, you don't lose. And if anything, I like what you said, that it's a place where you can. Like the testimony, the young lady, she went in for, she just thought she'd take a car on, a workshop or class in automotive, and she ended up really liking it, and she's excelling in it, and was received a promotion on her job. So it's a good way to fill out if you're not too sure what your path is. I mean, some children, we're still talking about young kids, really, high school kids, that they really may not know what they want to do, but this program will allow them to feel some things out and get a sense of what their true passion is. And for free, you can't really, can't beat that.
No, and one of the things too, Eric, it's a very good point that even if a student doesn't know exactly what career, they know where their interests are, they're familiar with their strengths, they know what kind of a lifestyle they may want, and we can take all of that information and we can help them to really solidify the path. I mean, the reality is that kids don't you don't vocationally crystallize until about age 25. So students will be dabbling and trying different careers, and we want to help them if we can take them through that first search, where they know what stepping stones there are to researching a career and understanding the wages and where the opportunities are, then the next time where they're needing to make a career change, they've already gone through it. So it's not new territory. They're just simply further exploring, and I think it's such a neat opportunity. People don't really fully understand what we're all about. And again, like you said, if a student comes and explores, all of the students will work through their, we call them career-ready habits, and in the workplace they call them the soft skills. Some of these skills that students will need regardless of their employer. We're talking, communication and critical thinking and the ability to collaborate and communicate. All skills that employers are really looking for, and that is a concerted part of the curriculum that every student will work on at the campus.
And you mentioned something there about the soft skills, because in this day and age of technology and social media, and many of us communicate online, and we never, you know, it's a proven fact, and studies have shown that our lack of communication skills, you know, we're lacking there because of social media today. So that will even advance or help a student who, you know, many students today who they're lacking in their communication skills. So that can kind of polish them up in that area with in the social media society today. Yes. Do you have children in the program, or?
Well, my kids are a little bit young to be attending. They have been to work with me many times, and I will say that it's very, it's mesmerizing for kids, because the atmosphere of the campus, and we call it a campus because it is college-like. It's very student-centered. Kids work at their own pace. It's project-based, so these are real-world industry problems that they're needing to solve. There's a capstone project, for instance, in the I-Team program. The students have to put on a golf outing every year, and they have to get the sponsors, do all of the marketing, organize the event, coordinate the catering.
That's great.
And so this is a real life, you know, sort of a marketing event, and they have to sell ad space, they have to do cold calls, they have to show their numbers, how much they've spent. They actually raise enough money to give a scholarship to students for college. So there's a lot of capstone projects at the end of the course that really help kids understand what that career would be all about.
And just really a hands-on of actually doing. Now, do they offer classes in the summertime or summer?
We do. We have the last couple of years. I was the summer school coordinator, and we really wanted to take this idea of the collaboration and the partnerships with colleges one step further. So we decided to partner with area colleges where, for instance, we had a summer STEM course. We partnered with Oakland University, one of the professors that we have worked with on several projects, and the students would come into the campus for 1 week and work on various engineering, STEM, you know, projects, and co-teach with the college professor. And then the second week we'd bus the kids over to the Oakland University campus where they would be in their labs working with the professors and their grad assistants, and they would be working on another set of issues while being toured, you know, getting a campus tour, talking about what courses and degree programs are available at the college, so that kids can realistically see themselves starting in high school all the way through college. And as I mentioned, every program at the campus offers early college credits to varying degrees, depending on, you know, what the curriculum lends and how much of an overlap there is. But kids are doing college credit, and so it's a really, we've found summer school is a really great way to bridge that.
That's amazing. You know what I'm really liking about this is that students, of course, this program is excellent, and academically it's advancing them, it's giving them that competitive edge on the global competition out there. But also, I'm sure there's a lot of, it's preparing the students, just maturing them as well, because they're getting that exposure to, they're getting their feet wet as to what a real campus is like. I mean, they have to be a little more responsible, and so that's preparing them, you know, maturing them for what's to come, if, you know, should they advance on to, you know, four-year college or just the workforce in general. So it's going to really help the child and help our students just in their growth, their, you know, maturing as young adults and having to take that responsibility. So this is great. So, you know, I was looking at some of your information, and I like a little motto that you have there, little, I guess your mission motto or tagline. It's learning today, transforming tomorrow. And I really think that wraps it up. That says it all. That our children right now, they're learning today. Children in our community, in our right here in our own backyard, have an opportunity to take advantage of a wonderful program as this for free that they may learn today, that their tomorrow will be transformed, and that they will be able to enter into the workforce that much more prepared and ready to, that much more focused and ready to live a successful, accountable, responsible life and be good citizens, and make positive contributions to society. So I think that's a wrap for us. Mrs. Amy Flynn, I thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
And again, if parents are interested, those of you that are interested in what Oakland Schools has to offer with this wonderful program in education, technical education, you can go to their website, which is www.ostconline.com. On behalf of the Children, Youth, and Families Board Commission, we thank you for coming out, and we thank you, audience, for tuning in today and being a part of our program. Thank you, and have a good day.